Can my child get a paid caregiver through Medicaid LTSS program? Now, listen, that's a very good question. Stick around to the end because I'm damn sure going to give you the answer to that. All right, here we go. Be right back. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing today? My name is Kayan Church. A lot of people like to call me Mr. KC. They say it sounds a lot easier. You know what I mean? If you one of them, jump right in. You know what I mean? Mr. KC it is. So look, uh I am the administrator at Reliable Aid Inc. PASA in-home care agency for like 12 years. So what I like to do is get on here and help people out with different questions and things that they got going on. You know what I mean? This happens to be one of the more popular topics that people ask us, you know what I mean? And why would we even do this? Because we help the financially challenged family member to become a paid caregiver through the Medicaid Long-Term Health Care Program. And the real reason why we do all that, man, is because if you taking care of your people, it ain't no use you not being able to make no money. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You helping somebody out your whole life, and then you gotta be penalized and be the broke dude for that. That's crazy. We don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? Mellow 8296, what's going on with you, cuz? How you doing today, man? Good seeing you on the wire today, man. If you here with me in the live, hashtag live. If you here with me in the rebroadcast, hashtag rebroadcast. You know what I mean? Let them know how you doing it. Let us know. Have you ever been a caregiver before? Do you take care of somebody now? You know what I mean? Do you got some kids who you take care of? You know what I mean? Let us know. Let us know how you doing it. All right. Good afternoon, Brahim Shabazz, 6497. My man, what's going on, cuz? How that business going, man? Yo, man, put your business in the comment, man. A lot of people be asking me, yo, where do we rent these chairs at and these good stages and that 360 thing that you got going on, man. Everybody need that. Absolutely, man. Put that information in the comment. Hashtag live, hashtag rebroadcast, man, depending on where you at. If you on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the broadcast. Make sure you give it some thumbs up. Make sure you do everything you got to do, man. Let them know that you in the building. You feel me? All right. So look, man, we're going to get to it, man. Then we're going to talk trash because, they be hating on me on YouTube. They be like, oh, man, you talk too much. So I'm going to go ahead and get to the real information, man. I'm going to get to what's popping, what y'all looking for. So can a child get a paid caregiver through Medicaid? Well, I'm going to say, I don't know. Be all the way honest with you. Now I'm going to say no. You know what I mean? Through my field of study and how it's been going down for us, no, we can't get no kids into or get a kid a paid caregiver through the LTSS program. And I'm going to tell you why. All right. It's kind of sticky, tricky. Medicaid, not saying Medicaid ain't got no room for the kids and they don't help the kids. What I'm telling you is if you're in Medicaid LTSS, that's like Medicaid long-term, that's long-term. So why the kids can't get no caregiver through Medicaid LTSS? Because that's long-term. Now, it may not make no sense to you right now, but if your kid's actually a child and they're under the age of 18, then I'm going to say no, because they're going to have to be long-term. This is a long-term care program. So if your kids is not long-term, need help kind of kids, then I'm going to say no. But for those of you, now we're going to go back into that too. But for those of you who got an 18-year-old kid, you know what I mean? Like, my kids is grown kids. You know what I mean? So if my kid was to need a caregiver through LTSS, could they get one, a paid caregiver? Hell yeah, because they of age. But see, what it is any kid under 18, no matter what the diagnosis is, no matter what, the state does not want to say your kid has a forever problem. You understand what I'm saying? And then that's like good stuff too, because you don't want your kid to come out the womb and they say, no matter how bad your kid's condition is, they say, boom, he got this for life. He or she got this for nah. What they're gonna do is They're gonna try to work it out with you. They got other programs within the program. They got a lot of stuff going on. But can your kid be long term? Not until technically it's time. You know, can't be long term till it's time. And you don't want your kid to be long term. You know what I mean? You don't want, because be quite honest, some people grow out of disabilities. Some people get treatment. A lot of kids come out the womb and they be, kind of like off. You know what I mean? But then you know, later on down the line, they be doing a lot better. So you don't want them to turn your kid long term straight from the gate. You want to find out like what kind of programs they got. Like a lady called me and she was saying the same thing. Shout out to the lady. I can't remember your name, but I think she has like an autistic child. And she was saying all the things that she had to do, on a bad day to, maybe help the child out, uh basically to get the kid right during the course of the day. And she was also telling me about all the stuff that the kid goes through, on a daily basis. Now that's great, and she's a awesome mom. And if you got a kid with some special needs, what I mean, I definitely applaud you, for doing what it is you got to do. But it's some other programs that you're gonna have to work with. Now I'm not an expert on that at all. You know what I mean? People always ask me, this, ask me. I'm gonna tell you everything I got, but I can't give you the stuff that I don't got. I ain't gonna fabricate nothing. You know what I mean? Special shout out to Miss Ludia. She got that good Christmas background going on for us, man. If you got a good board or a background, man, send it on in to me, man. We open. You know what I'm saying? Before we get too far, I like to say, give a special shout out to DNR Renovations. You know what I mean? If you in the city, definitely call my boy Ro. He gonna put it together for you. They got a lot of good stuff going on. He was telling me about some Christmas specials they running, man. If you want to put some money down on some work coming this summer, he said, man, he taking all the jobs as they come. See, last year my boy was doing all these decks like crazy, and everybody was trying to holler at him. So I said, look, man, this is what you do. You know what I mean? You go ahead and get the money first, and then lock them on in there. That's what you do. Handyman Services, Roland Butler. Make sure you check him out on Facebook. I can't really read that, but it's on there. 302-510-0197. Make sure y'all check him out. All right. So look, that's the sponsor of the show. We're gonna get right back to it. All right. My main man said right though. Right though. That's Master Rob in the building too. What's going on, family? How you been, man? So look, kid got some issues, need a little bit of help. You know what I mean? As a working parent, you probably a working parent because it's 2025. You know what I mean? Things is hard outside. You know what I mean? They ain't really giving it away like they used to be. You know what I mean? So you might got to go outside to you know, win a living. I'm sorry, y'all. They trying to get at me right now. They keep calling me. They text me. Look, every day at noon. We right here every day, at least Monday through Friday. We're gonna try to work out the weekends. You know what I mean? Sometimes people be doing other things on the weekends, but we're gonna try to work that out too. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's really like a bunch of programs that the insurance company may have, to work with different people with different ailments, different things. Golly, man, if y'all stop calling me, y'all got to recognize like we on the internet right now. You know what I mean? Let me say, can't talk. What's up? So look, anybody, like I said, that's over the age of 18 can most certainly be long term. And see, that's the blessing. You know what I mean? If you are a parent of an adult, you know what I mean, and 18 is what they call an adult, then you can most certainly help them, and you can you can get paid for it. Now that's a service I can definitely help you out with. You know what I mean? And you, the kind of person and parent that you are, this will be really good for you because you already doing the work. You know what I mean? See, a lot of people, they looking for help, they looking for this, they looking for that, but you already doing the work. All I need you to do, sign on with a company like us, man, and I'm gonna go ahead and get you paid. You know what I mean? You with Medicaid already. Uh, your son or daughter is in a long-term healthcare program, and it ain't nothing to it. Let me tell her it's by the farmer's market. Farmer's market. See, man, they don't pay attention, man. You got to pay attention to. If somebody telling you the information, pay attention. Because if you ain't paying attention, you're going to miss the whole lesson, man. You're going to let that thing go by. You're going to let that thing go straight out the window. And guess what? Your kids need this. You need this because your kids need this. And your kids need this, so you can't afford to let the lessons go out the window. Yo, with that being said, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Got to get all the most important updates that we can get. Also, if you got a question, put it in the comment. You know what I'm saying? You got anything that you think that you know that I don't know, let me know. Put me on game. How's it go down in the state where you at? You know what I mean? Let me know. If you're watching this in the rebroadcast, hashtag rebroadcast. All right. Excuse me. I don't know why I drink that stuff. It always make me like, got burp or something, but you know what I'm saying? It tastes good. While I'm on the air, that's how we gonna do it. So look, just getting back to it. If you got a son or a daughter and they got some issues and over the age of 18, yes, you can get paid to be the caregiver, or yes, you can get a caregiver paid. I don't know how you want to put that. You the caregiver, you can go ahead and get paid. If you got a caregiver, we can put the paycheck in their pocket. And that's through Medicaid LTSS program, which really called the long-term care program. Now, a lot of people don't really think about it. Can I get paid to take care of my kid? You know what I mean? So that's really, people don't really think about that. But yes, you can. Yes, you can. If all the criteria is met, then boom, it is what it is. And if your kid is in Medicaid and they got some long-term, or what you think is a long-term issue, then let's figure it out. You know what I mean? Let's drop that application on Medicaid. Let's see what we got to do to get them into the program. You know what I mean? Hashtag live if you're here with me in the live. Hashtag rebroadcast if you're watching this in the rebroadcast. Now we got these good turkeys, and I don't know what we got going on right now. We kind of behind on our holidays, but guess what? We love you anyway, So look, you got any questions? You got any good comments? Call me. Let me know, what we need to be making these lives about, what areas I can help you out in. You know what I mean? You need to get into the program. Let me know. 302-689-3240, 302-689-3240. If you're watching us, once again, hashtag live. If you're watching us in a rebroadcast, hashtag rebroadcast. All right. Darren Harvey, what's up, cuz? How you doing today, man? Golly, where you been at, brother, man? I'm glad you could join us today, man. We appreciate that. All the love we can get, man. We appreciate it. Look, make sure you sharing this broadcast, man. You might got a cousin that's sitting on the couch right now at his mom's house, waiting on her just to get up and be like, yo, cook me some lunch. You know what I'm saying? Now that dude deserve a paycheck. I don't even know why you would think he don't deserve a paycheck. You know what I mean? You got to help him out. And he don't know everything. You know what I mean? He don't know the ins and outs. He ain't as swift as you. You know what I mean? You got to tell him, say, yo, homeboy KC, he was on the internet today and he was talking about your situation. You know what I'm saying? He said if your mom is in Medicaid, you could probably get paid to be her caregiver. Simple as that, man. Simple as that. Yo, shout out to my peoples in the city I talked to earlier. I know you on the line and you ain't gonna say nothing, but you got that good caregiver, and I heard you've been putting your caregivers through the ringer. So you know who you are, man. Don't be acting like that, man. I told y'all the story about my boy Big Horse. He used to throw things on the floor, and when he was mad and he tried to make the caregiver do extra work. Yo, that ain't cool, man. That ain't cool. I don't know. Don't even act like that, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up, cuz? You been working? That's what it is, man. Don't let them work you too hard, maybe. You know what I'm saying? We there to get this money, and that's it. We there to get this money and go on home. That's it. Straight up. What does the LTSS stand for again? Now, look, that's a good question. And I'm going to keep it funky with you because I really don't know. We say long-term support systems. I've heard them say long-term something support. All I know is it's short for long-term care. Now, that acronym don't add up to LTSS, but it's all the same thing, man. You know what I mean? It's really just a special program that they got so other people could get a little more help. You know what I mean? And guess what? How do you know if you're in the program? Because a lot of people always ask me that. They say, yo, I'm in Medicaid, I'm in Medicaid, I'm in Medicaid. You ain't in the program though, cuz. You know what I'm saying? If you're not in the right program, you're not gonna get the right treatment. How do you know if you're in the program? Come on, ask me. What you say? All right, I heard you. How I know if I'm in the program? How you know if you're in the program? Number one, you gonna have a case manager. Now, what's a case manager? A case manager is somebody that's by your side every step. They're gonna help you out. They're gonna do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? They basically work for you. You in the program, but they work for you. So that's really how you gonna know. What's going on, Mr. Butler? He in the building. All right, that's our sponsor. He said he here. He live too. How much got a referral for you? Jeffrey Leach, he should be reaching out to you, bro. Okay. Okay. Is Jeffrey a caregiver or does Jeffrey need some care? I'm going to tell you what, bro. It don't even matter. He a friend of yours. He a friend of mine. We're going to take care of him. So, yo, Jeffrey, call me, man. 302-689-3240. 302-689-3240. Call it, man. Reliable. Hey, y'all see it on the shirt, man. If they ain't got that on their shirt when they at your door, man, tell them, nah, we ain't doing that. Because they some other people, man. They not like us. You feel me? So look, man, if your peoples is in a program, this is what I'm gonna do for them. I'm gonna call this case manager. I'm gonna call him up. I'm gonna say, look, Mr. Leach, he in the program and he needs some extra help. And I'm gonna need you to do your job. You feel me? That's how I talk to him, man. I don't be trying to play with these people, man. Because some case managers is super, super, super fantastic. You know what I mean? Some of those case managers is like, they like 12th Street dump on 100-degree day. You know what I'm saying? And you know how that smells. So we ain't trying to deal with them. We only trying to deal with the good people. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? We make all of them into the good people because your boy KC know how to apply that pressure. You know what I'm saying? What the girl on the song say, feeling that pressure. You feel me? I'm gonna turn them stones into diamonds, man, because I put the pressure on them. I called down there. I said, look, man, my people eligible. Get them in there. And if they in there, what is you doing? Why you didn't been offer this to them? Oh, da, 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 da. Hey, man, don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to take care of you. You in the right place. You always been on the right train. But guess what? You just been on the wrong track. You know what I'm saying? That's the old pimp talk. But, later for that, I'm going to definitely straighten you out, man. 302-689 3240. I'll be forgetting sometimes. 302-689-3240. The best in the business, man. If you want financial stability as a caregiver, or if you just looking for a stability type person to give you care, then that's the number you use. You know what I'm saying? So people always say, "Oh man, I got a case. I got a case. I got a caregiver. I got. Oh man, my son. Yeah, but your son is unreliable." Now, I'm not saying that your son couldn't do better, but what I'm saying is your son got to work too. He got his own kids. He got his own family. He got his own woman. She got her own honey-do list that she want him to be doing stuff on. She got a whole lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So in order to make this dude stable enough to get with you, you got to pay him. You know what I'm saying? Now, you ain't got no money to pay him, but you in Medicaid. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the paycheck in his pocket. I'm going to make Medicaid pay him to take care of you. How about that? If y'all like that, hashtag I love it. If you don't like that, say, that's BS, KC. Put it in the comments, man. Whatever you got. My boy said, I got someone else should be calling you. Bro, it's all jokes. My boy Ben from Chase is calling me. Ben, call me back, man. We on a line. All right. Bro, it's all jokes. I don't need no bread. You're my man. Let's go. Well, that's good, man, because we ain't got no money for you. All right, we love you. No, but guess what? And I'm gonna tell you something that you probably didn't know, you never even thought about, brother, man. We got a referral plan, man, and this referral plan is so awesomely cool, man. It's like nothing you ever heard before. Now, every movie that you sent people to the IMAX theater this year, they ain't pay you nothing. Everybody that you sent over there to your favorite chicken and waffle spot, they ain't give you nothing. But guess what? You turn a client onto our program and we'll pay you a referral fee. I don't know why we don't got no horns or no boom, you know what I mean, and the confetti all over the spot. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Miss Ludy, we gotta hook that up. You know what I mean? We need some. When I tell them what time it is, we're gonna need some confetti and we're gonna need that gun. We're gonna have to do all over that. You know what I'm saying? Boom, let it out. So that's the big news. You know what I'm saying? So since you know the big news, I'm gonna send you even bigger news. How about if we was to if we were to pay you a referral fee over the life of the client? Woo! Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody doing that. First of all, these jokers ain't even gonna break bread with you. Call that animal holiday company, the BS company that the state keep referring all the good people to, that they keep harming because they can't get what they need with that other company. You know what I mean? Call them and ask them, say, yo, I sent 100 people up here. Y'all gonna give me $5? They ain't gonna give you jack. They ain't gonna give you 5 cents. They ain't even gonna say thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say thank you and I'm put some money in your pocket. You know why? Because it's Christmas, man. That's how we do around here. Nah, I ain't even gonna front on you, man. We do this all year long, man. You know what I mean? My most famous, or I want to be my most famous words. I hope not right now, but if y'all can never see me again, y'all just know that ain't no fun if my friends can't get nothing. You know what I mean? I don't never want to be the only one eating. I don't do it like that, baby. I never did it like that. I break bread everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hashtag live, hashtag rebroadcast, hashtag break bread. You know what I'm saying? If you try and get to this caregiver paycheck, hashtag break bread. KC, what's good with you, baby? I need that. I need that. My man said, I remember Horace, rest in peace. That's my dude. Yo, that's my dude too, man. Yo, he was the one, man. As my bodyguard, man. If y'all don't know my OG, man, he was something else, man. So look, you got a kid, how old are they? That's what we got to ask ourselves. You know what I mean? Let's get not too far diverted from the message. You got a kid that needs some help. How old is the kid? You know what I'm saying? Let's start with that. Now we find out how old the kid is. Okay, kid's not of age to be made long term. Well, look, what do? We're gonna have to call Medicaid and look into some other programs, because if your kid got some kind of diagnosis as a child, then I'm quite sure they got some people, in Medicaid that could help that child out. You know what I mean? That child, that person, because I know that for a fact. Now, what those programs are, I don't know. You know, and that's just to be honest with you. I don't want to hold you. I don't want you to think like, I'm making nothing up. I don't know everything. What I can tell you is it's popping and they got something for you. Now, if your kid is grown up, let's say 18 or older, they got something for you. Raheem Shabazz said RIP Horse. Absolutely, man. That was your neighbor too. I know you ain't gonna forget Horse. Absolutely. So, if your kid is 18, ain't about nothing. You know what I mean? We're gonna walk them straight down there, either to the service center, or y'all gonna call me. You're gonna get this good application. We're gonna put the application in. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get the application processed. It's like this. It's like a phone book, for real. So you might want to call me. You know what I mean? You can call the service center. You can go on down there. You can try to fill it out online. You may want to call me, man. If you want to save a couple steps and make it a little easy on yourself, call me up. I'm gonna show you how to submit it. I got this way where I got all the paperwork and I can email it to you. And then all you gotta do is just print it out. You know what I'm saying? Print it out, write on it, boom, put it back in. Otherwise, man, it's super hard. You know what I'm saying? And check this out. Because some people call me and they be like, oh, Casey, that's still too hard. I'm like 80 years old. I can't do all that. Oh, well, listen, you in the right place then, because I really got something for you. Now, I don't offer this for everybody because, some people could do a little more. So, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that you want them to go a harder way, but if you let everybody in with the easy button, the people on the inside be mad at you. Oh, why you keep bringing? Look, man, everybody ain't got the ability to fill that phone book out. So what I do is I got a special, very special VIP number that I call, and I'm like, look, man, I know told me don't call you with that, no more, and the people be on the line. But look, I gotta get church in. He need this, can you do it for me? And they be like, click him in. So when I click you in, boom, they take all your info, they process it, and they call you back. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you a favor. I'm gonna tell you something I'm gonna do for you. Even if you don't need all that, you call me and I'm gonna put you on the phone with the people, man. Because that's what I do. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's Christmas, man. We're gonna run it up. You know what I'm saying? Let's run it up on these jokers, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna make them help some people today, man. We're gonna pull a couple testimonials out, man, before the end of the year, man. If you need help, let me know. 302-689-3240. I had it. 302-689-3240. I just didn't want to give it to you the wrong way. You feel me? All right. So look, I love you, man. Don't let anybody shame or blame you into thinking that taking care of other people, you know what I'm saying, is bad business. We ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? We here to help others. I need y'all to like this message, share it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all on the book, do what you gotta do. My daughter calling me on FaceTime. I guess you don't know, baby. We on right now. So I don't know. Let me dish this call real fast and then pick back up on her. But I love y'all, man. And you see what this little girl wants. She got my car. You know how it is when your daughter got your car. You're like, oh, everything cool? I love you, man. Call me 302-689-3240. 302-689-3240. I got to go. I'll see y'all later. Peace.